Welcome back to Kingdom Come Deliverance. Time to follow Yohanka. Move a little faster though, man.
How's life here in Sasau?
Much the same as in Scarlet's. That is, before everything. It's quieter now. Most of the work has been done, and everyone is waiting to see what the harvest will be like. Then everyone will be on their feet from dawn to dusk.
I pray it'll be a good harvest. So we have supplies for winter and enough to seed in spring.
God's truth. A couple of bad harvests and we'd be in danger of famine. Well, let's hope it will be good. Every grain counts. Especially now, with all sorts of bandits roaming the country. And a great army, too.
I hope Sir Radzig and Sir Hanush get it all sorted out before the harvest.
If those marauders carry on, they'll plunder the whole province. And then where will we be?
The best thing would be to hide the supplies. Bury them underground, so the bandits don't find them.
But what if they threaten the villagers? Most people would be happier to give up their supplies than have their farms burnt down or their livestock herded off.
Livestock can be hidden in the woods. Pa told me about it once.
Maybe. But you can't hide a farmhouse. Or whole families. What if they take your children and threaten to cripple them? Or the farmers? You can't do much work in the fields with your arms broken. And in the winter it's even worse. They might as well dig your grave.
Sir Radzig would never allow that to happen, though. He'd come with his garrison, and those bastards who harassed his subjects would soon be hanging from the nearest tree.
I'd be happier, though, if they all moved on and left us in peace.
What if they don't move on, though? Then the only answer is cold steel.
You men and your endless fighting.
You know, before you became a nun, you were very flirty, just so you know.
How are things with the infirmary? Did they give you a bit more coin at least?
Unfortunately not. They said there'll be no more until St. Havel's Day.
Now that's still a long way off.
I know. On St. Havel's Day, the payments come from the surrounding villages and the outlying farms. Some of them are supposed to pay in chickens, eggs, or other things. But a lot pay in groschen. Then they might give us more.
Oh, that's nice. I'm just picking flowers because I still need that achievement.
I could buy some meat at the butcher's.
You buy that often? I thought you said you had to save every groschen you can.
That's true, but you wouldn't believe the things those monks think up.
How's that?
You know they're forbidden to eat red meat. It's a sin. Saint Benedict forbade it.
That doesn't make it a
I didn't
sin.
know that.
Neither did I until recently. But that's not all. The thing is, they have an exception to the rule. They can eat red meat if they're sick, so they recover faster. Then, it's not a sin. So some of them are always coming along with all sorts of ailments. So they can lie around in the infirmary and eat meat. Of course, the monks have precedence, so I have to go to the butcher's. And then, there's not enough money for other things.
Well, well, you learn something new every day.
I've even heard tell that there was a monk who tried to keep pigs in a pond at one time.
Why on earth would he do that?
To prove they're water creatures. The monks are allowed to eat water creatures, you see. Not only fish, but even beavers and the like.
That's good. I'd never come up with something like that. And how did it end up?
I don't know. Maybe they drowned.
That's good, though. I must remember that one.
Well, being...
I was surprised he took me into his service after I lost his sword, but it all made sense to me when I found out that actually
I'll pray for his safe return, as always.
Sir Radzig is my father.
What?
Yeah,
But no
really.
dice playing in Kuttenberg.
I still can't quite believe it myself either. I'm his son. His bastard son, that is. See, he and Ma... well, it doesn't matter. Anyway, he left me to my father, my other father, Martin, to raise me, see?
I see. I suppose. And what does that mean for you now?
I'm not quite sure myself. We'll see what happens.
My word. That's quite a story. So now you're Sir Henry of Scarlet's.
I don't think so. Not for now, anyway. But to you, I'll always be just plain Henry.
See, I guess that's the point where if you hadn't finished the one quest, the die is cast where
I'm glad you
Istvan...
found your feet with Sir Radzig, with your father. That you found your place in the world again, and that...
Yeah. Don't worry. You'll surely find your place too eventually.
I hope so.
But yes, this whole conversation on the bridge would have been like a massive spoiler when you're like, oh yeah, my father. You're like, wait a minute. Because technically you wouldn't know that yet.
When she visits you, the Virgin Mary, what does she look like?
Like I said, like that picture above the altar. She just appears in a kind of golden glow, in a blue cloak.
And then?
Then she beckons to me, and things start to appear. Pictures of all kinds. They look like the paintings in church, but moving, glowing with fire and lots of colours and this golden light.
My, that's really something.
Well,
How is Matthias doing?
No change. He's lying in a fever and nothing helps. I'm really afraid for him.
He'll get better. Don't you worry. He's a tough little bugger. No fever is going to beat him.
I hope you're right. Actually, it does look like his fever is dropping a bit. But maybe that's just wishful thinking.
perhaps. You look really dirty.
What are you actually going to do when we get to the market square?
Actually, I haven't thought about it much. I have to pass on the message from Our Lady to the people. So I'll stand somewhere and tell them what I saw in my dream. Like the itinerant preachers who are always wandering around. What then? Maybe the land shall be engulfed in fire as punishment for our sins? That wasn't bad. But maybe best to save it for later and start differently, so everyone knows I mean it seriously. Henry, I'm a bit worried. I never spoke to people like that before. I've no idea what to say. They'll all laugh at me.
Have no fear. You can do it. If you didn't have what it took, Our Lady wouldn't have chosen you, would she?
I suppose you're right. But it's still hard for me.
Think of Matthias. You want him to recover, don't you?
Yes! If I don't let her down, she'll surely heal him for me.
That's the spirit. Enough beating around the bush. Go and let him have it.
All right. Here goes. God be with you.
I got reputation.
The Virgin Mary. The Virgin Mary came to me in a dream. And she showed me things. Things I've never seen before. A great city. A great and beautiful city it was. Great and beautiful. With many, many spires. Tall spires. Golden in the sunlight. And around the city was a mighty wall. All this she showed to me.
And no one's listening.
But then the city was suddenly engulfed in flames. The earth began to shake and the gate burst open. Holes opened up in the ground and from them beasts of hell leapt forth. They broke down the walls and stormed the city through the broken gate. And the beasts hunted down all the sinners. They sank their fangs into their burning flesh and tore them to pieces mercilessly. And the sinners screamed and tried to flee them. But it was in vain. But then,
Our Lady appeared. Mary, the Holy Mother of God. She covered the whole city in her cloak, smothered the flames, and drove out the beasts. The penitent sinners came out of the city, knelt before the Virgin in prayer, and thanked her for their salvation. That is the vision that came to me. And I believe this message was not meant for me alone. It was a warning to us all. We are those sinners, and we must once again build those mighty walls. Not from stone or wood, but from virtue and love for our neighbor. And whoever has sinned and acted unrighteously must repent and change their ways.
Well, she did pretty good as an orator.
Sucker. That lass doesn't hold
Isn't
back.
she that lass?
But there's truth in what she says, no doubt.
That was better than any of them. The Virgin Mary, but it didn't make much sense.
Johanka,
Not now. Please. I need peace and quiet for a while. I must sit down.
please. It's very important. The way you spoke, it sounded so true. I even had a feeling the earth shook beneath my feet when you spoke. I have some trouble, and I didn't know who to go to until I heard you speak.
Not now. Please. I can't.
But you were just talking about helping your neighbor.
All right. But quickly, I beg you.
It's about my husband, Ambrose, the tailor. He's good to me. He's an honest tradesman and a skilled one. But he keeps playing dice. He sits at that table late into the night, and more than once he lost a small fortune.
I'm sorry to hear that. But I don't know how I
Oh,
can help.
means I gotta
I
help.
want him to stop. But he won't listen to me. I'm at a loss what to do. I thought maybe if you were to go and have a word with him.
Oh. All right. I'll come and see you when I have some time to spare.
Thank you. Thank you kindly.
So, do I get to talk to you now? All right.
My word, Johanka. That speech of yours on the square. I swear I never heard anything like it in my life.
Let's talk about it later. Right now, Guta, the Sasau tailor's wife, came to talk to me, and she was quite desperate. Did you hear?
Yes, I heard everything. So give her some advice then.
But I don't know what to tell her. Our Lady didn't prepare me for anything like that.
Okay.
Oh, that's what you wanted, isn't it? Your words didn't fall on deaf ears, and now you can't let people down when they come to you.
I suppose you're right. We ought to try and do something.
We?
Be quiet and think. We have to find a way.
Jesus, you're really full of holy fire.
Stop blaspheming and start thinking how we can get Ambrose to give up his dice playing.
Well, I've always found a good punch in the mouth can do a lot to change a man's mind.
Thanks for that contribution, but I don't think Guta came to me because she wanted her husband crippled.
Yeah, all right. It's what Fritz would do, though.
And that's why I'm asking you, and not Fritz.
All right. So now I gotta. Oh, I'm never
Supposing
really good
Ambrose
at
were
this.
to lose enough to make him regret it. If he were to lose something really important. Mal was used to scold me by saying, one day you'll go too far and then you'll be sorry.
That's it, Henry. Ambrose has to realize for himself how he's harming others, and most of all, his wife and himself. Thank you.
Glad to be of help.
But I can't go anywhere. Never mind playing dice in taverns. I've too much work to do. But you could.
Oh, fine.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Thank you, Henry. Go and see the tailor's wife and sort it out with her. I have to go back now.
God be with you.
Well, that's going to be a pain. Now I have to do this whole thing. Try to help the tailor with casting lots. Okay. Okay, let's figure out what I gotta do next. So, with this being done with casting lots, talk to the tailor's wife. Okay, let's go do that. First, I'll pick the eye bright. If I can get the... There we go. Now, with casting lots, I don't know what I'm supposed to do here. There is a quest... Okay. I have no idea what I'm supposed to do in order to get the achievement. There's two achievements. I guess there's drinking him to oblivion. Which is probably too hard because I think my drinking skill is too high. So, in casting lots, there's a quest you had. Okay. Well, I think this one's exclusive, though. I had to look it up for this achievement. This one is exclusive, meaning that if I get this one, I can't get the other one. Not after. Oh, my goodness. I guess I'll just do this quest, I guess. I'm way too high for this. My drinking skill, I think. Because if I were to look at my skills, drinking, 13. And they're like, yeah, you can't even do it if you're 10 or above. I'm like, well, apparently I'm a bit more robust when it comes to drinking. All right, let's talk to you.
Good morning.
Johanka sent me. She asked me to help you with your trouble.
She did. That's wonderful. But she said she'd come herself.
Well, she's up to her ears in work. And besides, we figured your husband wouldn't pay much attention to a woman, since he doesn't even listen to you.
I'm afraid that's true. What now, though?
Well, Johanka thought it would help if Ambrose saw how playing dice was no good either for himself or for you.
I've been telling him off about it for years to no avail. I even took his dice several times. But he always gets new ones.
You won't get anywhere telling him off. Ambrose has to realize it for himself. If he lost everything he has to me, that would teach him a lesson. And then I talk to him man to man.
Oh, God, no. I want him to stop playing, not to lose the roof over our heads.
No, don't worry. Whatever I win from him, I'll give it back to you. But first, he really has to believe he's lost everything.
Do you swear, by the Virgin Mary, to give everything back?
I'm not going to make a sacred oath over such a worldly thing. My word should be enough.
If you won't swear to give everything back, forget it.
Come on, don't tell me you don't trust me. After all, Johanka sent me. I'm doing this for your own good, and your husband's, am I not?
That's true enough. Very well, then. If you think it'll help, take him for everything he has.
Okay.
Where can I find Ambrose?
He's not here now. He's getting ready for a trip to Kuttenberg. On some business or other. No doubt you'll find him at the inn. You'd better hurry if you want to catch him. He said he wants to leave soon.
Okay.
Take care.
So now I gotta find this guy, beat him at dice, which, for all I know, he's gonna end up taking all my money, because there's nothing I can do. I am not very good when it comes to dice at all. Oop, oop, oop. Guess I really need to walk through this bridge, otherwise I won't be able to get across. Oh, where is he at? Oh, he's over at that inn. Oh. I've been there enough times. I'm really curious, though, about, like, a lot of these side quests and stuff like that. Like, they really want you to, like, do the main quest all in one sitting, which isn't, like, I'm such a completionist. I, like, do most of the stuff before I ever got this far, which obviously I have. I did all the side quests before this. Still sad I failed a couple. You've activated the balanced diet perk. Ooh. Alright, where's Ambrose? It's probably inside. First, I gotta pick this nettle. Alright, Ambrose.
To good neighbors.
Well, well, Goodman Ambrose.
Yes? Is there something I could do for you?
I heard you were about to leave for Kuttenberg.
Aye. Sir Sebastian von Berg ordered new clothes and he won't settle for anything but the best. I have to go and buy some fine linen, brocade and other things. I'm taking 600 groschen to pay for it all. I'll make him the finest garments ever.
Ah, I see. Well, Sir Sebastian's a man who doesn't like to be disappointed.
True indeed. I'll be on my way just as soon as the horse is shod and the wagon hitched up.
Okay, so...
Jesus Christ be praised.
Let me have some grub. Whatever's quick.
You and I should have
Let's
a drink.
have a drink together to pass the time while you're waiting, eh? On me.
That's kind of you, lad.
I'd rather play dice, though.
Good health.
May it serve you.
You look like a fellow who's been around. Tell me, what's going on in the countryside? Are the roads safe?
How about I give him
Well, enough chat. I'll tell you something else.
Okay.
Oh, it's safer in the province now. There was a pack of enemy cutthroats holed up in Pribyslavitz, north of Talmberg. Mercenaries, bandits, cumans, and other rabble. But we attacked them and smashed them to pieces. So yes, the roads are safer now.
My word. And who led the attack?
I did. The bold Henry of Skalitz. Let's have a drink to my bravery.
Well now, I had no idea I was sitting here with such a warrior. A toast to your bravery.
Bravery it was, I cannot deny. Not one of them could match me in combat. Ha! Let's drink to my sword fighting skill.
To your incomparable skill, Master Swordsman.
I rained a barrage of blows on the enemy's heads, to my strength and speed.
Aye, aye, to your fast, powerful arm.
But first I had to track down their lair. So, let's drink to my cunning, too.
Is that so? Then you have the cunning of a fox.
Alright, this guy just likes to get drunk, apparently.
Well, there was a band of brigands on the rampage in the province. They attacked the stud farm at Neuhof, killed old Smill, the owner, and torched the stables.
So it's true then. I heard some talk about it, but I thought it was exaggerated. Maybe I should take an escort with me.
Let's see.
Captain Bernard wasn't going to let that go. He rode out right away with his company to comb the countryside for those Horsons.
Good. Let's drink to the success of his mission.
All right, there we go.
Quite right. Let's drink to his valor. And to...
I know we have to pick all like the threes or whatever,
and
but
to his shining armor and his shining bald patch.
nice, Henry.
I'll drink to that. To his shining armor and his shining dome.
All right.
Sigismund's hordes attacked Skalitz, razed the castle, pillaged the whole area, and slaughtered a lot of people.
I heard, lad. I heard. God have mercy on those poor souls.
All right, 3.
A lot more people would have died if I hadn't warned them. I took an arrow in the leg, but I still rode on to Talmberg to alert them there.
Well done. I toast your determination.
And another thing we can drink to. That wound still hurts. We can drink to that.
Yes, to your wound.
May those bastards burn in hell.
May they burn in hell.
Are we running out of cups?
Did you hear what happened in Merhoyed?
No? What happened there?
Some bandits attacked the locals.
God have mercy. It seems that's the lot of decent folk on this earth. Some fucker thinks he can take what he wants by the sword, and there's damn little you can do about it.
Ah, but the villagers weren't such an easy mark. They stood up to them and put up a fight. They even managed to take one captive.
Good on them. That's what those bastards deserve.
But it didn't end with that. Some pestilence broke out, and people thought it was the plague.
God have mercy on us.
It turned out it wasn't the plague, though. Those murdering bastards poisoned the wells there.
The low-down whoresons. They ought to hang. The lot of them.
All right.
Let's drink to those brave souls in Merhoyed. They stood up to a pack of cutthroats and captured one.
Glory to them!
Not even the pestilence could break them. With the help of Brother Nicodemus, they recovered.
Glory to your brother Nicodemus too.
Aye, and may trouble pass them by now and leave them to enjoy the peace they deserve.
Aye, peace to all people with good souls.
All right, we're doing all right. But I don't think I'm gonna.
So, you're going to Kuttenberg, eh?
That's right.
That's nice. I've never been there. What's it like?
That's great, lad. Grand it is. Kuttenberg is a big town. Strong walls. And more churches than you count on your fingers. Even the king himself has a palace there. And it's packed with people. When there's a fair, the whole town is on its feet. You've never seen the like. But the city elders are troubled now. Sigismund and his army are camped near the town, and nothing good can come of that.
The devil take that damn Sigismund! He's done damage enough here already!
My word, lad, what's got into you?
I'm from Skalitz. Sigismund's army laid waste to the place.
Oh, I'm sorry. That must have been awful.
Awful hardly describes it. I'd tell you about it, but first I'd have to drink. A lot.
Then let's drink.
More drinking. I think I'm supposed to pass out in the dialogue, and that's definitely not happening. Maybe.
Hey!
I have no idea. Okay. Am I supposed to, like... Oh, he's gonna pass out. So I can get up. I can sneak. And I can pickpocket. was easy enough. Now what? Oh. Wait until he sobers up. Oh, great. I think the achievement for getting, like, totally drunk is, yeah, I didn't. So you've had one job. It's supposed to be one of those things where once you drink so much, you pass out, and you didn't steal his money. So I, however, stole his money. So we're okay. Okay, let's go find this boy. He's probably in the next room over. Suppose? No, he's downstairs. Still in the tavern.
You'll have to prize these dice from my cold, dead hand.
Alright, so he's still not sober. Let's see. Well. Oh, he's not. He's not, not hungover anymore. He's sitting over by his wagon.
Punishing me for?
Ambrose, you hound. What got into you yesterday?
Me? Nothing. We drank a bit, all right. Quite a bit. And then I went to sleep.
What? You don't remember? You got as drunk as a lord. Started shouting that you were the greatest dice master in Bohemia and that you'd show everyone. No one had the nerve to tackle you, so you insisted I had to give you a game. But you lost, and then you got really worked up and wanted to save your reputation. We ended up playing until the early hours.
Damn. I don't remember a thing. Did I win?
Oh, you did, a few times. And then you lost everything.
Oh, fuck. Everything?
Everything. The whole 600 groschen you had for buying cloth in Kuttenberg.
Christ in heaven. Oh, God, what am I going to do now? I have to get that money back.
Actually, it wasn't by chance that I ran into you. It was the Virgin Mary who sent me to you.
What are you talking about? Are you trying to make a fool of me?
No, I mean it. My friend Johanka has been visited in her dreams by Our Lady, and she's been passing her message on to the people about amending their ways and repenting for their sins, like playing games of hazard, for example. You see how easily you were tempted into wagering everything you had on dice? You're bringing misfortune down on yourself and your family.
Yeah, you're right. I got carried away. But what am I to do now?
Repent and do penance for your sins. Ask God for forgiveness and swear by the Blessed Virgin never to pick up dice again.
You're right. My passion for dice has gone too far. I'll do what you say.
And give me those dice, so they don't tempt you to play again. I'll throw them down a well where they can't put sinful thoughts in your head.
But those aren't just any old dice that you can get anywhere. They bring luck. Well, mostly.
Ambrose.
I don't play with them much. I keep them hidden away for special occasions. Oh, all right. Here you are. Listen, Henry, the money you want from me, do you think maybe I could get it back? I've learned my lesson, I swear. But now I have to go and buy that cloth, and I can't pay for it.
You've seen the error of your ways. That's all I wanted. I never intended to take your money. Here, have it back. And next time, be more sensible about what you do with it.
Thank you, Henry. You're an honourable man. God bless you. Farewell.
Oh, casting dice is done. Nice. Oh, I guess I'm supposed to throw
You
the
won't be hurting anyone anymore, as long as you stay there.
Okay. Well, that quest is done. Ooh, let's go over here. Can I pick any of these things? Probably not. Except for these. Nice. Oh, wait. Mint? Yes, mint. I'm like just trying to... Oh, man, those are yum. Pick all the flowers I can. Because I still want that one achievement. But it requires you to pick like 10,000 herbs. It's like, ooh. I guess it probably would go pretty quick if you could find like these garden areas. But there's not many plants that you can even pick in here. How is none of this pickable? How are none of these pickable? I just got to find the right plants, and none of them. So really, it's not that helpful. This garden is not all that helpful, because most of the stuff in here you can't even pick. St. John's wort. Nice. Got that. I mean, I guess it is a pretty big garden. It would still go probably pretty fast if you found the right ones. Nope, that's not. I'm just looking real quick before I move on. Alright, I think that's it. Let's head back to Johanka. Should probably have my armor repaired too by the smith. We'll go to the smith here first and get that done. Repair all of our stuff.
I'm honored that a knight such as you takes an interest in me.
Really? Let's see. Well, let's talk.
Take care.
Select all. And it's only 900. Thank you. Now all my stuff is repaired, at least all my metal armor and weapons. Wonder, does this game support VR? Because if it did, this would be amazing in VR. Like, hardcore amazing in VR. Alright, great. Excuse me. Pardon me. Chicken, 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 chicken. Oop, more nettle. Oh, here she is.
Henry! How did it go with the tailor's wife and her trouble?
Well, if you would stop long
Henry!
enough that I could talk to you.
God be with you, Henry.
I went to see the tailor's wife, like you wanted.
Oh, and how did it go?
I think it turned out well. Ambrose admitted he was overdoing it with the dice playing and promised to quit.
That's great news, Henry. You've helped him and his wife a lot. Thank you. You're a true friend. I think. This is exactly what the Blessed Virgin wants from us.
How are things going otherwise?
You wouldn't believe what happened. One of the bathhouse wenches came to me.
Oh? What does she want?
She said she wanted to find a different job. Something more virtuous. She said she decided to change her life after listening to me on the square.
See what you're capable of?
Mm-hmm.
Our Lady didn't pick you for nothing. You help everyone around you. I think you're really great, Johanka.
That's very sweet of you, Henry. Thank you. If only there were more like that, though.
Yes, indeed. I might know of someone. There's this prostitute in Ledechko. Adela, her name is.
Oh, no.
And how do you know her?
Uh-oh.
Well, I've been on the road a long time, on a mission for Sir Radzig. I was passing through Ledechko and I stopped off at the baths to get cleaned up. One thing led to another and, well...
For the love of God, Henry! Shouldn't you be mourning for Bianca?
It's been a long time.
Still, you're right. We could try and help her.
But how?
I'm not sure, but maybe we could persuade her to give up what she's doing and find a different job. If she works at the baths, she'll surely have knowledge of some basic things.
What basic things? Laundry?
No, she'd know about healing wounds, health-giving decoctions, bloodletting and the like. And I could certainly use a second pair of hands here.
All right.
You're right. I'll head off right now. If it's the will of the Blessed Virgin, it must be done.
Henry, please try and convince her. I can find a place for her here. Goodbye.
Okay, so I think this will now start another quest, maybe. Objective started. Go and sin no more. Okay. Ledechko bathhouse. I don't even remember even going here, to be honest, but that's okay. I don't seem to remember ever going to this particular one. Okay. Need to choose the ladder. Okay, let's see. To the bathhouse, which is just down the way. Ooh, more flowers. One day I will get this achievement. One day. Okay, here's the bathhouse.
If you want to go inside, you'll have to wait.
Christ! Is that Adela crying in that room?
It's a bit unpleasant.
Unpleasant? That fellow is beating her up.
The gentleman is a little on the rough side, but he pays well, and the bruises will heal soon enough.
I want to talk to her.
You can't now. The door stays locked, and the key stays safely with me. Wait until tomorrow.
Let's see. Can I convince her?
Supposing I pay you to give me the key. You could make some excuse to the... gent.
I'd be risking losing a very valued customer. How much would you pay? Well, that should do nicely. Here's the key.
Let them all listen. So turn over and shut your damned mouth.
No! Leave me alone, you pig!
What did you say?
I said you're an
What the fuck are you doing here? Are you yanking my pizzle? I said get out.
Okay.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm here for Adela.
For Adela? But I paid for that whore.
Don't call her a whore.
She fucks for money, you idiot. She is a whore.
Now you fucked up.
Did I get to punch him?
Ah! Ah! Ah!
Oh, he's strong-armed, huh?
Ah!
What will I do now?
Yep, see you later. Can I talk to you now?
I have let you in. I don't need any trouble. Couldn't you have gone and sorted it out somewhere else with him?
No. Apparently, I must have got yelled at. Oh.
What are you playing at?
I totally missed it.
Oh.
I had to
What
sneak
in
in.
God's name have you done?
I saved you.
Oh my God. Henslin will kill me. If Marouche doesn't first.
Everything will be all right.
All right. You said that about Hinnick when you were looking for him. And he ended up dead.
Fair.
Leave this place. I'll help you.
What? Why? What are you on about?
You don't have to live in this rat hole anymore. We'll leave together.
Who gave you that idea?
Johanka.
What Johanka are you talking about, for God's sake?
She's from Skalitz, like me. Just an innocent girl.
They all claim that.
But she really is.
How could you know that?
Because maybe the Virgin Mary speaks to her.
What?
The Blessed Virgin started visiting Johanka in her dreams.
Visiting?
Well, that's how Johanka put it. Like visitations in which she spoke to her.
But why would the Virgin choose her to speak to?
It was only on account of her that the wounded from Skalitz got to Sasau. Although they didn't have it easy there either.
I heard they took them in at the monastery.
Aye. But they didn't exactly bend over backwards to help them there. Johanka had to take care of them on her own. Most of them wouldn't have lived without her. Look, when I came to see her the first time, after Skalitz, she was destroyed. And they wanted to drive her out of the monastery. She could have just gone. But she didn't want to stop helping the others.
But what's any of that got to do with me?
It was Johanka who sent me to you. She had visions at night. And according to these visitations, she believes she has a duty to save sinners.
And you believe in these visitations?
Yes, I believe.
I'd like to believe too.
Well, why don't you try it then?
How? Like I should just drop everything here, pack my things and go off to see someone I don't even know?
Why not?
It's madness. It's like starting all over from the beginning.
And why did you become,
A prostitute.
Yeah.
If you're expecting to hear some touching tale about a poor girl tossed around by fate, you'll be disappointed. I didn't want a husband, and I needed money.
So just for money?
What do you think I do it for? Love? Have you got a problem with that?
No. Everyone has to make a living, but you don't have to be a bath maid.
So what else should I do, in your opinion?
You can just find yourself a different livelihood.
Why? What's wrong with the one I have?
What about when you get older? Do you think the men will still come to you?
That's true, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
You can't go on like this forever. You could catch some nasty disease.
What do you know about such things?
I've seen plenty, believe me. Maybe too much.
Oh, sorry. I try not to think too much about that.
Well, maybe you should. The apothecary in Rattay could tell you a lot about the ailments people come to him with.
I'm still not sure.
Okay.
Haven't you ever thought of doing something different?
Like what?
Well, wouldn't you like to help the sick?
That's a lot of work, isn't it?
Yes. But you'd have nothing to be ashamed of.
I suppose not. You know, you might be right about some things.
So you'll leave it?
But how? Where would I go? What would I live on?
Wouldn't you like to help in the infirmary at Sasau Monastery?
Would they let me?
You're a bath maid who knows something about healing. They'd be glad to have you.
But where will I live?
There, of course. It's modest, but you'll have everything you need.
I'm not used to much anyway.
See then? I reckon you've nothing to worry about.
All right. Will we go right away?
Yep, we can go right now.
You can go right now. Come on then.
All right. I'll just say farewell to the girls and pack a few
I have
things.
to escort her.
Mother of God. I'm all in a flutter. To pack up and go, just like that.
You're doing the right thing. You'll see.
All right, well... Oh, boy. I'm going to have to fight some guys, I think.
I told you I wasn't done with you yet. I'll by the balls from the nearest tree, and then I'll get one more from that harlot.
You're in the wrong place.
Ah!
What's the matter? Lost your balls?
I'm going to enjoy this.
No more fooling around.
This is a bit more difficult than I thought.
You call that combat?
You're weaker than he.
That's in.
Now. Jesus Christ!
Ouch. Ouch.
Get one. Well landed.
I'm going.
It's one more. All right. Come on.
Christ!
Whew. All right, let's see. Do I have any bandages? Probably not. Well, let's see. Does he have anything worth taking? Didn't have a whole lot, does he? Sort. Powdered unicorn horn. That was what I was supposed to pickpocket, I think. Doesn't really have anything else. And, of course, I'm really, really bloody. Spiked warhammer. Is it really a stealing to take something from a dead guy?
Will we keep going?
Yeah, we're gonna keep going. I just need to give me a second.
All right,
Yeah, I'm just bleeding.
Henry.
All right, let's check this guy. What does he have? He has a falchion. Actually, I don't think I have falchions, to be
Will
honest.
we keep going?
Yes, we're gonna keep going. Stop. I was kind of looking for the guy's sword, to be honest, but I don't see it. Oh, it fell underneath him. Okay, hold on. Let's see. Fear not. No, I want the fear not.
You all right, Henry?
Thank you. Yep. We're gonna keep going.
All right.
Yes, I'm fine. It's you they were after mostly. And are you all right?
Yeah, I've been better.
Ah, just a scratch or two. Those idiots didn't know who they were taking on.
Good. The sooner we go, the better. I don't want to stay here any longer.
Let's go then.
Yep, let's get going.
Goodbye.
Here we are. Give it a while and you'll be happy here. Believe me.
Oh, Henry. I'm starting to have a good feeling about this. Maybe I'll really find happiness here.
I'm sure you will. Johanka will take care of you. She's very good at that.
You know, you're the first one to do something for me, without expecting anything. And I don't have anything to give you, unless, if you wanted, for one last time, together.
One last time. Why not?
Well, you better not tell Johanka about it, but I needed it for the next thing anyway. All right, so that finished that one. All right, beautiful. And I'm still bloody, still bleeding because I got rid of all my bandages. Wait, where am I? Oh. We went into a barn somewhere. Must be outside Sasau. Wow, we went a distance. Were you really that worried about getting caught? All right, let's run up here. We'll finish this up, and then we'll call this one a night. I'm overloaded. Why am I overloaded? Overloaded with what? Marigolds? Probably. So first off, let's see. I'm going to put all these things in my bag so they don't get taken. Do I have anything? Yeah. Better put that in there. Move that to my horse. To my horse. To my horse. My horse, of course. Yep, put that in there. Let's see. Do I have anything else worth putting? All right, why am I carrying that? That needs to go in. Like, I'm looking at all these plants I got here. I'm like, how in the world am I not up to like 10,000 with the sheer amount of stuff that I have? Like, I'm really confused. I must be getting close. I should probably also, let's just... Wait, why am I applying it? Why would I not eat it? That'll at least bring my health up. At least a little bit, get the blood off my screen. Maybe it'll get... Oh, because I think I'm still bleeding, too, which makes it even more difficult. All right.
For the love of God, what have you been doing?
Well,
I went to Ledetsko like you asked me.
And? How did it turn out?
You were right. Turned out well with Adela. I persuaded her to leave her trade and find a more virtuous job. She's here for you.
That's great news.
I promised her you take care of her, and I brought her here. She'll help you take care of the sick and injured, like you wanted.
You did a great job, Henry. Thank you. Of course I'll take care of her. We can't let her down now.
And how are things going here?
Much the same as always. There are always wounded and sick people. I'm on my feet from morning till night. But Matthias is better. I'm glad about that. There's these troublemakers, though.
Troublemakers?
Quiet!
Aye.
Yeah,
While you were
quiet.
gone, some thugs came here and kicked around the gifts that people brought. Then they vanished before the guards got here.
Oh? Who were they?
I didn't see them at it, but there's some fellas hanging around now by the entrance to the monastery. Maybe that's them? And whenever I go into town, they take liberties with me.
Take liberties how? Did they hurt you?
No, they just make all sorts of offensive comments on account of me speaking on the square. And when someone comes to see me, they make trouble for them. So now, almost no one wants to come here. Maybe you could have a word with them?
All right, I'll see what I can do.
Thanks, Henry. Let me know how it goes, all right? Goodbye.
Okay, now I got to deal with the thugs, but I think this is where I will probably end it for now. Especially if there's... Oh, nope, that's it. Deal with the thugs. They're just right there. All right, this is where I'll end it for now, so I'll see you next time.